At my 40th birthday dinner, my husband raised his glass and said, "To 2 years gambling free, I'm so proud of you." I laughed and said, "I've never gambled in my life." Nobody laughed with me. My sister reached over and squeezed my hand. My mother gave me a look I'll never forget, this soft, aching pity. My husband Grant said quietly, "Sweetheart, it's okay. Everyone here already knows." Knows what? I'd never bought a lottery ticket. I've been inside a casino once at 23 for a bachelorette party. Grant pulled out his phone. Bank transfers, $650 a month going back almost 3 years, to someone named D. Kessler. He said it was the payment plan for my debts. $22,000 so far. "You begged me to handle it so you'd never have to see his name," Grant said. "The therapist said don't force you to talk about it." "What therapist?" My sister actually pulled up texts from my number, long sobbing messages about how I'd slipped again, how ashamed I was, begging her not to tell mom, hundreds of them. I read my own words, my phrasing, my punctuation, the way I overuse ellipses, and I felt the floor tilt. I never sent those. "The intervention was in our living room, honey," my mother said. "March, 3 years ago, you wore your gray sweater. You cried in my lap." I have no memory of any intervention, but she described it like she could still smell the coffee. Then Grant showed me a photo. Me at a blackjack table, mid-laugh, chips in front of me. My face, my hands, a green dress I actually own. That night, I lay awake next to my husband of 9 years, genuinely wondering if my mind was broken. That's the part I can't forgive. For about 6 hours, they had me. I started drafting an apology to my sister. I Googled gambling blackouts. I cried in the bathroom about a disease I did not have. And then, around 4 a.m., something small saved me. The green dress. I bought it last summer, for my niece's graduation. I had the receipt in my email. The casino photo supposedly came from 3 years ago, from the worst period. A dress I didn't own yet. So I got quiet and I got methodical. I told Grant the birthday dinner made me ready to face it, and he relaxed completely. Men like Grant only watch you when you're fighting. First, D. Kessler. I found him, Danny Kessler, in Grant's fantasy football group chat from an old shared iPad backup, not a debt collector. Grant's poker buddy from his Thursday work dinners every week, for years. I hired a forensic accountant with money from an account Grant didn't know my grandmother left me. It took her 9 days. The $650 monthly wasn't going to my debts. It was one of 6 payment streams Grant used to cover his own losses. Online sportsbooks, 2 poker apps, and a private game Danny hosted. Total damage. Not my imaginary $22,000. His very real $184,000, including a second mortgage he'd forged my signature on. The texts from me, sent from a cloned messaging profile, the accountant's tech guy matched them to Grant's work laptop. The casino photo was a composite. The original of my face came from a 4th of July picture on my own Instagram. And the intervention my mother remembered so vividly, it happened. Grant staged it while I was at a conference in Denver. He told them I'd relapsed that morning and was too ashamed to come downstairs, then let them sit with a story for 3 years, texting them updates from the cloned number. My mother mourned a daughter who was in Colorado eating conference sandwiches. I didn't confront him at home. I did it at my birthday do-over dinner a month later. Same restaurant, same table, everyone present. When Grant raised his glass again, I slid folders in front of each person. Mortgage forgery, the message clone report, the dress receipt, Danny's Venmo history. My mother read for 2 minutes and then made a sound I'd never heard from her. Grant said, "I can explain the context." My sister threw her wine in his face. Context. I filed for divorce the next morning. The forged mortgage made it criminal. That one wasn't up to me, and I'm glad. Danny settled and testified. My family calls me every day, still apologizing. I kept the green dress. I wore it to the sentencing.